Have you ever walked into your house after a long, exhausting day and noticed your dog immediately dropping into a deep stretch?
You probably smiled at how cute they looked, gave them a quick pat on the head, and then just walked away.
But what if that single, everyday movement is actually the most profound thing your dog will ever try to communicate to you? What if you have been completely misinterpreting this common canine behavior for the entire time you have owned your pet? Welcome to Vital Buddy, the ultimate space for dedicated pet parents who want to truly understand their four-legged companions.
If you care about building a deeper connection with your dog, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now.
What you are about to discover today will completely transform the way you perceive every single thing your pup does.
Let us start with the first mind-blowing truth, which is that your dog is not actually stretching their muscles.
Think about this fascinating question that almost no pet owner ever stops to consider during their daily busy routines.
If your furry friend simply needed to loosen up stiff joints, why does that movement happen the exact second you arrive? Why does it never happen 10 minutes before you get back? Or while you are gone, but right when you appear? This incredibly precise timing is not a random coincidence, and it has absolutely nothing to do with physical muscle tension.
Professional animal behaviorists have a very specific scientific name for this beautiful display, calling it the formal greeting bow.
To the untrained human eye, it looks virtually identical to the classic play bow you have seen 1,000 times. The dog extends their front legs all the way forward, drops their chest low, and keeps their rear high. However, the psychological context behind this specific action is completely different from a standard invitation to run and play.
The greeting bow is absolutely not a request for you to chase them around the room or wrestle on the carpet.
It is a highly deliberate, intentionally directed social signal aimed specifically and exclusively at you as their trusted human.
Renowned researchers who study canine communication describe this posture as one of the most purposeful displays in a dog's repertoire.
Your dog's brilliant brain instantly processes your arrival, identifies you as a significant figure, and fires off a physical response. This elegant movement speaks volumes, conveying an emotional message that human words could never fully capture or properly express.
We will dive into the full emotional meaning shortly, but you must first understand the deep significance of this trigger. Because this action is activated by your physical presence rather than physical stiffness, it holds massive psychological weight. It proves your dog has assigned you a monumental role in their world that is far greater than most owners realize. Here is a startling piece of behavioral evidence that should make you pause and really reflect on your relationship. You might notice that not every single person living in your household receives this special, dramatic physical greeting. Pay very close attention to this specific detail as you watch, because it reveals a lot about household dynamics. By the time we reach section 4 of this video, you will understand exactly what this choice means for you. Keep watching closely, because this discussion is about to get much more personal and relevant to your daily life.
This brings us to our second major question, which explores whether wild wolves display this exact same behavior.
The short answer is no, wild wolves do not greet each other or humans with this specific stretching motion.
Do feral dogs living completely independently without any human contact ever develop this unique way of communicating with others? Multiple scientific studies show that undomesticated dogs rarely, if ever, exhibit this behavior toward any external observers.
They certainly do not do it with the same clear intentionality and never triggered by a human walking through a door.
That single scientific fact alone should tell you something absolutely extraordinary about the evolution of our canine companions.
The heartwarming greeting bow your dog shows you is not some ancient, predatory hardwiring left over from the wild. It is not an instinct that evolution burned into their DNA 10,000 years ago for wilderness survival purposes.
This is a specialized behavior that emerged and became refined specifically because dogs chose to live alongside human beings.
A landmark scientific study published in the prestigious journal Learning and Behavior shed light on this exact phenomenon. The researchers discovered that domestic dogs have developed a highly unique suite of specialized communication tools over time. These specific body movements are used almost exclusively when dogs are interacting in human-directed social environments. They do not use them during normal dog-to-dog interactions, nor do they appear during predatory hunting sequences. Think deeply about what that truly means for the evolutionary bond shared between mankind and domestic dogs today. Dogs did not simply adapt to living near human settlements and scavenging for our leftover food scraps long ago.
They completely overhauled and adapted their entire internal communication system just to successfully reach out to us emotionally. They literally invented brand new physical signals over generations to express their affection and bridge the evolutionary gap. They learned exactly what actions made us respond, what made us engage, and what made us feel deeply connected.
The adorable greeting stretch is one of the most elegant, sophisticated examples of this beautiful cross-species evolution. Your beloved pet is definitely not running the exact same ancient cognitive software as their distant wild wolf ancestors.
They are running something completely brand new, a cognitive program that only functions properly if you exist beside them.
The fact that you are actively learning this right now proves you are the exact type of owner they want.
But here is where the science goes even deeper into the hidden world of canine anatomy and communication. Most passionate dog owners have absolutely no idea about this next fascinating part of the physical stretching ritual. Your dog actually possesses highly active scent glands in several anatomical locations that you have likely never considered.
Specifically, they have interdigital glands, which are small but potent chemical processors located directly between their soft paw pads.
Every single time your dog firmly presses their paws into the floor during a stretch, these glands react.
They immediately release powerful chemical signals known as pheromones, which are completely invisible to the human eye.
These chemical compounds are entirely undetectable by our weak human noses, leaving no noticeable trace in the air. However, to another animal with a sharp sense of smell, those specific pheromones serve as a major declaration.
When your dog performs a full greeting bow and digs their front paws deeply into the floor before you,
Or when they press against the couch cushion, where you always sit after getting home from a job.
Or even on the soft rug at the exact foot of your bed where you sleep every night.
They are intentionally leaving behind a complex, highly personalized olfactory signature that marks that specific area as safe. This is absolutely not a sign of canine aggression, nor is it a display of confrontational dominance over you.
animal behavior experts classify this specific physical action as a classic example of comfort-driven affiliation marking behavior.
It is the beautiful act of weaving themselves completely into your sensory world through subtle, lingering chemical messages.
They are ensuring their loving presence is felt by you and others, even when they are not physically there. Your devoted dog is essentially signing their unique name onto the physical places you inhabit most frequently every day.
Fascinating research conducted by the University of Lincoln's prestigious Animal Behavior and Welfare Group documents this behavior clearly.
They proved that dogs utilize scent marking for far more than just territorial defense against outside rival animals. They use it as a powerful tool for social bonding, reinforcing family relationships, and mapping their loved ones.
They build a complex sensory map of the specific human beings to whom they feel the most deeply attached.
So, the very next time your dog stretches dramatically across your feet as you step into the kitchen,
Or when they drop into a beautiful, theatrical bow right on the exact spot where you always stand.
Please understand that they are doing much more than just saying a simple hello to you in that moment.
They are actively creating a permanent, invisible, olfactory record of just how much you truly matter to them. They will never perform this intimate, chemically driven ritual for random strangers who visit your house occasionally. They do not do this with people who are just temporarily passing through their daily lives without investing time. They save this profound honor exclusively for the special people who occupy the core center of their world.
This naturally brings us to our fourth section, which might be the most eye-opening piece of information yet.
Have you ever watched your dog glance briefly at a new visitor who just walked through the front door?
Instead of greeting them, they walk right past the visitor, head to your feet, and stretch out dramatically.
Have you noticed that your pup practically puts on an elaborate performance for you while ignoring other household members? This behavior is definitely not random, and it is almost certainly not just about who feeds them the most.
It is a proven scientific fact that domestic dogs form incredibly clear, structured social attachment hierarchies within families.
A fascinating research paper published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science demonstrated this dynamic quite clearly.
The study showed that dogs easily differentiate between their primary attachment figure and the other humans around them.
They express this strong emotional preference through a variety of very specific, easily observable daily social behaviors.
These behaviors include things like eye contact frequency, physical proximity seeking, unique vocalizations, and directed social displays.
The classic greeting bow is one of the primary ways they show who they choose as their main person.
When your dog stretches specifically in your direction, consciously turning their entire physical body toward your position,
while ensuring that you are completely inside their direct line of sight during the entire theatrical display.
they are performing what ethologists officially classify as a highly sophisticated, intentionally directed social behavior. The audience for this movement is chosen with absolute intent, meaning you are never just a random bystander.
You are the entire emotional point of the exercise, the true focus of their deep love and affection.
Now, here is a specific detail that might sting slightly for some of the people watching this video.
If you live in a multi-person household where the dog does this for someone else but not you,
It absolutely does not mean that your dog dislikes you or holds some sort of grudge against you.
Dogs do not distribute their deepest, most intimate attachment signals based on who gives them the most treats. They respond to highly specific human behavioral traits, such as a consistent, calm, and grounded physical presence. They crave predictable energy fields and repeated, quiet moments of genuine, distraction-free acknowledgement throughout the busy day. This profound emotional bond cannot be assigned by force. It must be slowly accumulated over long periods.
if you want your dog to start greeting you with that breathtaking full-body expression of pure joy, the secret solution is definitely not throwing more expensive toys or high-calorie treats at them all day. It requires more personal presence, more intentional pausing, and actively meeting their signals with a loving signal back.
We will discuss exactly how to master this rewarding communication technique at the very end of this video.
But first, what happens in the quiet early morning hours might be the most emotional thing of all.
Imagine waking up early, well before you have checked your phone or said a single word out loud. Before you have even rolled out of bed, your loyal dog is already standing right there beside you. They drop into a huge stretch, sometimes doing so before you have even fully opened your heavy eyes.
Here is the beautiful biological reality of what is actually happening in that peaceful, quiet morning moment.
Dogs are not strictly nocturnal or diurnal creatures. Instead, Their sleep-wake patterns are completely synchronized with yours.
Advanced scientific studies utilizing actigraphy, which is the same precise technology used to measure human sleep cycles,
prove that domestic dogs actively synchronize a massive portion of their daily rest cycles to match their owners.
they sleep soundly when you sleep, and they naturally begin to stir the moment your breathing pattern shifts.
As your body movements change and the subtle biological signals of waking up start to emerge from you, your highly perceptive dog is already fully aware of it before you are even consciously awake yourself. Your dog has been gently monitoring you throughout the twilight hours with incredible devotion and steady patience. They do not do this in a threatening way, but rather out of deep, instinctual love and responsibility. When you finally surface back into consciousness, that morning stretch serves as their official daily greeting ritual.
It is a physical and mental reset button that smoothly transitions them from rest mode into active engagement. They have been eagerly anticipating this shared social interaction for the entire duration of the dark night. Are you ready, boy?
Behavioral researcher Alexandra Horowitz, whose groundbreaking work on canine cognition at Barnard College changed the world,
has written extensively about the unique ways dogs utilize physical expressions as emotional bridges between different states.
These stretches act as a bridge between rest and activity, between lonely separation and joyful human reunion.
it bridges the private internal experience of being a dog and the shared experience of being with you.
The beautiful morning stretch is that exact bridge, representing a moment of pure connection between two species.
Here is the specific behavioral detail that makes this realization hit your heart a little bit differently.
If someone else regularly shares your bedroom space, like a romantic partner, spouse, or close roommate,
Pay very close attention to exactly who that initial morning stretch is directed toward each day. Because your dog is not just randomly waking up their stiff muscles and joints in the morning. That's right, buddy. They are making a conscious choice about where to direct the very first moment of their social energy.
if that morning energy is consistently aimed at you, it is a massive honor you should deeply feel.
However, the morning stretch is just one small piece of the grand puzzle of canine body language. There is another type of stretch that your dog uses right in the middle of the day. This specific behavior is almost never talked about by traditional pet trainers or standard dog care blogs.
Yet, it reveals an internal emotional state that might genuinely surprise and delight even experienced owners.
Imagine you are simply walking toward the kitchen to pour a fresh glass of water or cook.
Or perhaps you are heading to the bathroom, or crossing the living room to grab the remote.
Somehow, almost impossibly, your dog has managed to stretch out flat in the exact middle of the floor.
Every single dog owner has experienced this exact scenario, yet almost none of them understand the psychology. Domestic dogs possess an extraordinary sense of spatial awareness and understand the layout of their homes perfectly.
They map out the precise daily movement patterns of the humans they live with incredible accuracy. They know exactly which doorways you walk through the most, and they know where you usually pause. They completely understand the unique geometry of your daily physical movements through the shared household space.
So, when your dog chooses to stretch out precisely in your direct walking path, it is deliberate.
He definitely knows.
That's right. They are absolutely not being clumsy, nor are they blissfully asleep and unaware of their immediate surroundings.
They are strategically placing their body in a position that they know will force you to stop walking.
This is not an act of desperation, but rather a brilliant example of calculated canine social engineering. From a professional behavioral standpoint, this clever action is formally called proximity seeking through environmental positioning.
They are not frantically running up to you or jumping on your clean clothes to get attention.
They are intelligently using the physical space itself as a tool to guarantee a moment of human acknowledgement. And the most amusing part of this behavior is that it successfully works almost every single time.
Forced to stop, look down at them, and you probably say something sweet or funny.
Well, hello there, little buddy.
Good morning, buddy. What are you up to down there?
You might say their name, laugh out loud, or offer a very mild, playful complaint about them. Buddy, you are just too much. In that brief moment, your dog has successfully achieved the exact goal they were engineering from the start. They have captured your complete, undivided, full-body attention, even if it only lasts for 3 seconds. Brilliant researchers at the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna spent years studying these human-dog interactions.
They confirmed that dogs consistently use strategic positioning in high-traffic zones to successfully initiate social contact.
It is a highly confident social behavior from an animal who knows exactly how to work their relationship with you.